So are insects actually good for gains? Well, this study wanted to look into that, or at least kind of that. Basically wanted to see how healthy insects and bugs were compared to different meats, so like chicken or pork, and also offal as well, which is basically off cuts, so like liver, heart, kidneys, etc., organ meats. Basically any offcuts of meat. Now they wanted to see how healthy it was. I feel like that's kind of subjective, but as part of that, they did look at the protein content and also the micronutrient content as well. And if you don't know, micronutrients are just like vitamins and minerals, so vitamin C, vitamin A, iodine, things like that basically. So first table in the study is table 1, obviously no shit. But yeah, they compared, as I said before, beef, pork, chicken, offal, with things like crickets, honeybees, silkworms, caterpillars, like quite a few different bugs and insects. And I highlighted in red and then ranked them like 1, 2, and 3. And in terms of a protein, mopane was the best with 35.2 grams of protein per 100 grams of edible portion. You know, beef was second with 20.6, and then pork and cricket, brackets adult, so adult crickets, came in at number 3, joint third, with 20.1 grams per 100 consumed. I think for me, despite the protein, I'd probably just rather the beef than eating the insects, especially like caterpillars. Although I do appreciate this is subjective, and in other parts of the world, people eat a lot of like bugs and insects, and some people say it's a delicacy. I don't know if it is, but they seem to enjoy it, or people seem to enjoy it. I think it might make more sense in the West, like with the protein powders they do and chocolate bars. But anyway, yeah, seems like the bugs won this one, but then you've got the traditional meats coming in like a close second. Well, not a close second, but you know, traditional meats coming in second. I feel like apart from the mopane caterpillar, it's pretty evenly spread in terms of the results. So yeah, they do help with gains, I guess, if you're focusing on protein. Next is micronutrients. So each column is each micronutrient, so calcium, iron, iodine, and I highlighted in red the top value. So we're going to see which the best are, you know, who's the winner in terms of like which option of food. So mopane caterpillar was the best for calcium, honeybee was best for iron, and then offal, which is offcuts for beef and chicken, that was best for iodine. The honeybee had the most vitamin C, but still pretty minimal. Like you're not really going to eat animal products for vitamin C, or at least none that I'm aware of. Pork had the best thiamine. Vitamin A was really high in beef offal. I imagine that is beef liver, because that's very high in vitamin A. In fact, it looks like all the offals. Riboflavin was best in cricket, and niacin was highest in chicken. I think this basically shows that it's good to have like a varied diet. Like for example, you know, vitamin C, you get that from fruit and veg, like oranges. Like iron, you tend to get that from like beef traditionally. Like red meats, they have the highest iron. I think it just shows it's good to have like a varied diet. Again, I would like the more traditional meat, fruit and veg, and all these things, even though I don't eat enough fruit and veg. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll try the insects one day. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely like a good component if people are willing to eat it. And, you know, mopane caterpillars seem like a really good source of calcium. That's the thing that stands out for me here. And like the iron content in the honeybees is like really high. Like that's like a good amount of iron. That's like your RDA if you have 100 milligrams of honeybees, but I feel like you would have to eat a lot as well because they're not that dense. I would imagine they're not that dense. So you know, kind of varied result, but they are good for protein in terms of micronutrients. Yeah, they're all quite varied, but we know that with traditional foods, so I guess that's not a big surprise. But yeah, still thought it was an interesting video, interesting study. The protein part interested me the most, and I thought the micronutrients was like a cool add-on. But yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and yeah, appreciate it. I'll see you guys later.